Get in here, get in here. Hello, Divine Insight family. And if you're on my Instagram or even YouTube, it's Divine Insight and Guidance. But either way, it's me. Get in here, honey. We got a message. Somebody, some divine feminine, maybe a divine masculine, that may have found out about being put in a third party situation or is feeling undervalued, is ready to move the hell on. They walking away from their partner. And I say that because the first card that came out, and I haven't really looked at everything. I just drew a few cards at first. The first card that came out was a butterfly. This is saying that someone is ready to move on in life or move to a new phase of life, and they're ready to evolve and grow, and they're ready to get out there and start dating and meet someone new. They really did have unconditional love for this person. This person may be you. You may very well have had a lot of unconditional love for this person, but you didn't feel like it was a lot of fairness, or the affection was being returned in a relationship. So you were probably giving and putting in a lot, and you weren't getting it in return. And I really hate that for you, because everyone deserves equal give and take, right? And so you're at a point where you're about to speak your truth and end this relationship and let that person know it's no second chances. Has that conversation happened yet, Spirit? Has this person told their partner that they're walking away? You may have spoken that to your partner. Your partner very well may be a Virgo, that you communicated that you're ready to move past the relationship. You've exhausted your patience and you want a new beginning, and you feel like this ending is rather tragic. So you're ready to cut ties and move forward. You feel like the person sabotaged this connection. And because of the way that they were moving with you, you're kind of lacking confidence in what you started to find out, or how their ego was and how they were coming at you and not really investing. It really frustrated you. And right now you're in a place where you just need some time to heal before you can move forward. You're like in a great deal of despair. You're heartbroken. You're sad. You feel like you're moving into a place of having an emotional block. I think you really had a strong obsession for this person as well. This relationship may not have, I don't know if you really were ever supposed to be in this relationship. I think you really fell for somebody that you were only supposed to be friends with. You may have had outside influences from your friends to pursue this connection. You end up catching feelings for the person. The person could have been very nice looking, whether fine if it's a man, very beautiful as a woman, and you fell for them really hard, and you really poured a lot into this connection, and it ended up coming out to be a codependency. The person may have had some emotional blockages initially, and you probably gave them a piece of safety and comfort while they were going through whatever they were going through, and they became codependent on you. And they might have also been, because of what you do for them, they may have come off very possessive and controlling, or either they see you as possessive and controlling, and they may see you that way. If it's that case, they probably see you that way because you were probably trying to sit them down and make them commit, and they kind of start to feel forced. So y'all started to bump heads, and then the true emotions of this person started to show. The feelings, there was lack of affection. There was lack of them showing love towards you when you were trying to pour into them and keep this together. You really are wanting to move towards your happiness. Your focus is on separating from this person. You want the patterns to stop. You may be giving them silent treatment or either minimizing communication, but you're really trying to go after your happiness. The thing that you're having issues with is constantly replaying the memories that you guys have together from this past connection, or from this connection that you're in. You're really reminiscing on the good times because you really don't want to let it go. You don't want to let it go. You want to stay in this connection, but you know it's not what God has for you. You know it's not the best situation for you. And I feel like your person, not out of love, but out of comfort and security, is trying to, they really don't want to be in this connection either, but I think that y'all are both afraid to really let it go the way it needs to be let go. And they might be trying to be lighthearted and come to you like trying to do little things to keep you lingering. Because I think a part of them doesn't want to see you with anybody else, but they know that they're not supposed to be with you. They're not what's good for you. And I think that you have both known this for a while, and you kind of just went through the motions because you were afraid of what people would say. And you might be talking to a family member about this, or your friends about this. And your friends and family have always known that you should have let this go. And if they didn't know, then there's some people that are going to be caught off guard when they're like, oh, well, where's so-and-so? And you're like, oh, this person cheated. This person did this person was non-committal. You know what I'm saying? And so you are trying your best to heal and trying to adapt to the change that you're about to make if you haven't already made it. But I feel like in your mind, you know that this relationship is over and there will be no second chances. You're seeing this as a dead end. Messages might be coming through. Your person might be trying to talk to you, or either you might try to be taking a last attempt at trying to talk to this person to see if it's something that y'all could do to try to hold it together. Or you and that person may be in a place of where you're not talking and y'all are being closed off and you're awaiting messages, and that's what's making you come to the realization that you need to walk away from this, because ultimately you feel like you were being love bombed in this connection. You feel like it was very one-sided. You feel like your person's very narcissistic. You were expressing your love to this person and this person was holding back. This person had other women or other men. They were there was constant competition in this connection. You were never the main person. I think they made you think that you were going to be the main person because of all that you had done for them. But I feel like it was continuous broken promise. They told you what you needed to hear to keep you there and to keep their situation comfortable. But the realization is, this person had a fear of true intimacy. This person was running away from commitment. They were not emotionally ready to give you what you were asking for. The relationship started prematurely, and you were really trying to have faith and step out on faith. I think both of you were trying to make it work at some point, but the realization is you came to the truth that this person doesn't want it, and this person is not going to change. And you're now in a place where you're trying to move forward with determination so that you could go into a new phase of life and find happiness with somebody else. But again, I do feel like you're meeting and talking with your friends, and they're trying to really pour into you because this may be weighing on you emotionally. And if it's not friends, it's family that you're talking to. Yeah, and you're looking forward to an optimistic start. Let's see if Spirit has any more cards for you. Spirit, any more cards for the collective that's walking away or may have felt like they were being love bombed or used or played in a connection and is finally making the decision to walk? Yeah, Spirit is saying when you're ready, Spirit is saying you found evidence of somebody flirting or being or infidelity. You found evidence. You may have found this in their phone. You may have seen a video. You know how sometimes people are in a lounge partying, and sometimes the owner or people will promote, so they'll show videos, and you may have saw your person in the background entertaining multiple people or being flirtatious. That may be something that brought it to light. Or you may have saw somebody's messages or saw that somebody's planning something, or you may have seen that someone is actually, you may live with somebody or correction, somebody may live with you. And you may have been looking through their car or looking through their mail or looking through something, and you saw where someone is planning a separation, pretty much planning to find their own place to move away from you. And that may have sparked conversation. Yeah, it looks like you're being discreet about the moves you're making, or either they were being discreet about the moves that they were making and you found out what they were doing. I think they might come forward. So because they don't want to be viewed as being a butthole or doing you wrong, they might have promised you love, future love, or they might have said, hey, we're going to get engaged, or y'all talked about getting engaged, or you thought y'all were engaged, or but I don't know if that is, I think that promise was broken. I think that's where you thought this was going. I think you had a level of passion, or you thought there was a level of passion between the two of you, and you thought that y'all were it was gonna lead to commitment, and it didn't work out in that way. Or you're finding out that your person's trying to commit to another person. Spirit, is that correct? Is the partner trying to commit to another person? Yeah. So I think you found that out, that they are actually looking to extend a true token of their love to somebody else. So, and I think you may have known that your person had interest in somebody else. I feel like you knew that your person that there was always competition and there was other women involved or other men involved. Spirit, is that correct? Yeah, you did. You knew this. I feel like you tolerated it because you were hoping that things would change. And I think you know that your person is in love with somebody else and moving forward with somebody else. At least that's what they want to do. But I don't think that this other person knows that your person is trying to come towards them, because I think that other person, that outside person, may not be in communication with your person. Is that the case? Yeah. So I think that your person is having like a epiphany that they want to go take a chance and step out on faith and move towards their other person, and they're going to come to them with a surprise invitation because they want to give them a token of love. And I think that you may have been going through their stuff and you found evidence of infidelity or evidence that they're going to come towards that person with a passionate new beginning, and it hurts you. And it was like an epiphany to you that this relationship is over and that you need to move forward. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hate to say that, but guys, please follow the red flags that you're seeing in your partners. Everybody is not meant to be your forever person. So we have to be very strategic on who we choose to invest in. Because the way the world is set up now, people will purposely attach themselves to you for what you could do for them. And you can have a genuine heart and not deserve any of this. I don't see this as a case where the other partner, because they're not talking, is intentionally trying to separate y'all. I think that person was also caught off guard and love bombed, and that's why they have distance between the two of them now. Yeah. Your partner wasn't bringing that person balance either, but they do have passion. But the reason that your partner wasn't bringing that person balance is because your partner was trying to hide their feelings for them from you. And in order to do that, they had to limit the communication with their other partner. And that caused the other partner to take a step back and say, no, I think they found out that this person had other women and was being deceptive and things of that nature. And when that person stepped back, because your person is in love with them and really cares about them and wants this new phase with them, they are now trying to make plans to go towards them. And I think that's what you found out when you were looking through their stuff. If you need a personal reading, a customized personal reading, I'm doing one free question. Please take advantage of that. If not, 3 questions are $15. $50 in-depth love readings, in-depth career and finance readings. Emergency reads, $300. I said $300 or $350, whatever. I'm saying $300, so I'll give it to you for $300. We'll do a payment plan. If you can wait 24 hours, it's $150. Have a blessed day. Email me if you need me.